What was I talking about? Oh, how our curses are blessings. I was going to talk about you, but I don't want to now do. Oh, Sharon, you got something in your neck now too. What is going on in your neck? Is it itchy? Thank God, Father. Father, we pray and know that as we ask for your kingdom to come and we ask for your the blessing and the curse to go out, that it comes upon us as well. And we thank you. May we learn quickly what we were doing wrong and come back to your ways and your laws at all times. Father, thank you. For you were teaching me, you didn't want me spraying Babylon on me. And I stopped, and on the Sabbath, I would never use that or anything with fragrance. He didn't want me smelling like anything but me and natural things. He didn't want any non-natural products. They're evil to him. It smells foul to him. And one day, I don't know where I was going. I was doctor's office. I don't know what it was, but I went to go put some Dolce & Gabbana cologne, and I went to go spray it, and I went, and it sprayed right here. You see now I have a rash? That didn't give me a rash when he was telling me before. But do you see how he, as a good father, he'll come with nice words at first. But now he's coming after me with a stick. I didn't listen to his nice words enough. I mostly did, but then I failed. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm in the world right now. I need to function in the world. I need to look like this, or smell like this, or be like this. And it offended him. Finally, he came at me with this thing. So this is a blessing. Bless me. All these things, all the curses that come, all the things that come in this world are basically to bless us. Because he loves us. Because he's a good father. And what does he say he does to his children? The ones he loves the most? Disciplines them. Chastises them. Didn't he say chastise?
Mm-hmm.
What is chastisement, Stone? Can somebody tell me what it means? What is the definition of chastisement?
I think it involves pain.
Really?
No, I thought so.
Well,
That's what I think of.
I thought it was more just another word for discipline. But...
Well, see, they changed the words. They changed what everything means. We need to go back to the Hebrew and find out what it really means in the Hebrew.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm pretty sure it's kind of like, cursing in a sense. Yeah, as a matter of fact, he tells me, I need to find out in the Hebrew, but it's a form of that, of separation, of, aggravating, getting at him. You know what I mean? Do you ever get so angry at one of your kids that you yell at them, or you do something very drastic to them because they wouldn't listen to your words?
You know I do.
You witnessed it from Bella. We have a video of Bella when the new puppy came in. The puppy was growling at her, and Bella's kind of like, oh, I don't need this stuff right now. She turns it off. She's like, I've dealt with this too much. And then the puppy just kept growling at her, and Bella growled back at her. Said, kind of like, stop. This is all symbols of things. He teaches me in everything. And Shalom wouldn't stop. Shalom's like, I'm the top dog here now. And Bella, you watched what Bella did. Pinned him right down. It's like he's going up there like he's all this, and she's just like, oh no, you don't. And everybody's wanting to protect Shalom from Bella, and I'm like, oh no, you don't. This is nature.
Yeah. Well, we knew Bella hurt him.
Bella was very humble, was she not?
Yeah, she was.
In her own home. Very humble. But he comes in as a little puppy. I'm a little puppy, I know. Oh my gosh. Stone, do you see what's going on here? I didn't even know that part until just now. He brings his leaders to me to test. You've been seeing that. He told me years ago, and I told you that, and you've been witnessing it happening. And they're coming in as little puppies. Their dogs, and the queen of the house literally pinned him down after so many times. How many warnings did the puppy have?
Yeah.
Many. Yeah. Like, she even turned around because about the way he was acting. He's like, I'm gonna not even touch that. And then he kept at her.
Yeah.
And finally she's like, oh no. And that, did you see it changed everything?
Yeah.
It changed the order of things.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's going on here now. Those that know me understand that this is what's been happening. He teaches me even through the dogs. This is a school of kings, as the king is teaching us through us and all of us. He even told me, it's through the dogs I'll teach you. Now the puppy, it was so bold as to go up to the counter and take my bread. Took my buttered toast.
The puppy did?
Yeah. And I got mad at him. I took it out of his mouth. And he did it again. He was like, he was just fighting for it. He was so cute. I'm like, oh, just let him get away with it. He just,
Yeah.
And Abba showed me exactly what that is. That's a message to the Jews. You know what I mean? We're coming as little children, hungry for the bread.
Yeah.
And they're like, nobody's looking. I'm taking it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're hungry. We're hungry for the bread. And but and I'm trying to train it as a good father. I'm trying to train the puppy. Say, no, stay, wait, pray before you eat. I can get a sit down. Okay. I get something. It's progress.
Right.
Every little step is progress.
Yeah.
Until they learn the language. It's the same thing that's happening here. But here we had a very old dog, wise dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was very humble. You see how humble Bella is at first. She's very humble. And she's amazing because she has a heart on her of gold. She has a heart. That's all I can say. She feels. I literally, if I go up to her and in the morning and just pet her and just kind of like be with her, just kind of look at her, she starts whimpering, she starts crying.
Yeah.
And she starts putting her head on this, she starts crying.
Yeah.
That's how much she loves. That's her heart. You want to know why? You know what that is? I think it's going to be a little bit different how you treat her too, in ways, how we all treat her.
Treat Bella?
Yes. And what she eats. Because she is actually a portion of him. She has love. What is love? What is God? Does he not say he's love? He's fire? Love your neighbor as yourself? This kingdom is coming literally by love. And it's him in them. That's why the love was in the dog. When I asked for a dog, he brought me himself. Oh my God. Oh, Mashiach. Now I'm understanding. All things are you. Ah, Mashiach. See, we like to treat the animals as if they're less than. Everything is less than us. We don't understand. He's been trying to teach us all this time. Everything is us and everything is him. I knew I was killing him, the lamb. It was his spirit in the lamb because the spirit of love and peace was in the lamb. The lamb loved us. Didn't he just showed me again this morning? He goes, don't let them ever tell you don't let them say anything of what you did was evil. Just this morning, just coming down here. He says, you saw me waggle my tail even though all my head was off. And they were saying what an evil thing it was. I was wiggling my tail. And it was you that brought it up. Because you told me about the dog, that you thought his tail was broken. Because it was permanently under like this constantly. It was because he was afraid. He was in fear. He was cold in separation. He was in hell. And he was full of fear. And he was coming up to me and he was very scared. And I'm like, come. And he was very scared. He had been abused.
He wouldn't look at you.
Yeah, no. And then when he realized that I had love and peace, he literally almost instantly gave his whole being to me.
Mm-hmm. He did.
You saw that.
I did.
And I went around looking for whose he was in the middle of the night. All I saw was two truckers. And it was nobody. Nobody's. But it was, and I heard, take him as yours. And guess what? We found out when my son woke up finally after we had him in the car, he was asleep. And he woke up and he woke up and he was so excited because that's all these other stories. But the whole thing is he prayed for a dog the day or two before.
2 days before.
2 days
He didn't
before.
Told us,
He didn't tell us.
but his face just
Yeah.
lit up. He was like, "What's that dog doing here?"
And for the record,
And we started telling him, and he said, "I prayed for a dog for Bella 2 days ago."
it's his dog.
Yeah.
But I have to train him for him.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's going to be good. I already see him working. Today I had a blood sugar episode this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Dimitri was down here. Thank God, like, give me some sugar. I was sweating to death up in the bedroom. I should have woken you up, but
Yeah.
it wasn't that bad until I started coming down, and it hit me hard. Anyway, and I asked Dimitri, I'm like, can you give me some sugar? I said, go wake him up and come and show him what I need right now. And he even tasted what.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is all okay. So when we become one with the whole, and when we do the Shema, we become one with the whole. We become one with everything. It's all part of us waking up to who He is. And He is God in us. And you start to see Him in everybody else as well. And you start to see it in the animal. Bella has love. That's God in Bella. When you see an animal be kind and treat another animal, that crow feeding the cat and feeding the dog.
Yeah.
And he goes, look, that was another one. Look at the message I'm giving. He goes, now the crows are giving food to the cat and to the dogs. You understand this message? This is for Yehuda. This is for Yehuda. He will give to anyone that is willing to give themselves to Him. If they're willing to love, they're willing to have Him. And you'll know them by your love. So we went through so many different stories. What was the beginning? Do you remember what we were starting it for? This is how the kingdom is coming. This is why He told me this is the school of kings. It's a school of kings because the king will work through everybody. That's how the kingdom comes. And they judge it as evil, and they get judgment, and that's the fire that burns. That's His glory coming. We're having dreams, visions, all these things that was promised. And we're making Yehuda jealous. It's on purpose. His kingdom come. The fire has been ignited. And you start to see Him, and you look in somebody's eyes, and you'll see love. That means the candlesticks are lit in the window. The bride wants to be married. You understand? If you see candlesticks of love in the window, the bride wants to be married. She has love. Eyes are the window to the soul, right? So if she has love, she wants to be married, and we're all married. And the truth is, it's going to be 144,000 bride that is going to be married now. That are going to be His vessel on the earth. They're going to be His kingdom. She somehow rules the kingdom. Well, she does. She rules the kingdom because she is ruled by the king. And when the king especially wants to rest, he just wants to know that everything is in order and love. Like any father of any house. Can the father rest when there's disorder in the house? No. So who takes care of the house? Who is in authority of the house? Yes, but it comes through who? Who controls the house as far as who controls the kids and the organization and all the dealings of the household? The kingdom. He is in total control, but it works through her.
It talks about that in the Torah, actually, with Abraham and Sarah and their tent. It refers to the tent as Sarah's tent because He gave her the dominion over it.
Yes. That's why we have the dominion over this earth. We literally have the dominion over this earth because we have love. And in that love is fire. And that fire is doing whatever it takes out of love. You've been tested a lot, haven't you? You've been tested a lot. But that's what love is. He's testing us whether we want to be married or not. Are you willing to go? Are you willing to go jump into the darkness of unknowingness for him? Really? Leave your family. This is all, the whole Torah is about us growing our tree into life in him. It's literally a resurrection code. The resurrection code. Is that a thing?
Yeah,
It is?
it is now.
It is now. That's what I was just kind of thinking when you were. It's a thing now. This is all things he shares with me. It's going to be stories about the bride waking up. Judgment Day has come, and it's going to last 1,000 years. But what I'm trying to say is the bride is the house. She organizes, has it clean, has food ready, has all those things. That's her job. And the husband is supposed to be teaching Torah. That vision of the church is supposed to be within each one of us. They've taken your power. The pastors and the preachers and the rabbis and all these people have taken your power. You are the authority in your house, which is him in the house. Is it not the king supposed to reign in his house? If the king reigns in this house, he must be king in this house. So the bride takes all the stress off of the king. The queen takes all the stress off the king so that the king can just learn Torah. So that the king in that house, the light in that house, can run through and the kingdom can come as heaven on earth. Because when there's peace in the kingdom, there's peace in the house. So the best thing to do is, that's why he brought us shalom. To bring us peace in the house. And to teach us. To teach us. Isn't that amazing? To teach us love, peace, and the kingdom. Because true Yerushalayim are a people that are the teachers of peace, that are here to bring the kingdom. That's who we're called to be. Each one as Aaron wakes up and lights the menorah. See, this is the only people that truly understand my fire. There's true Aaron, priests, menorahs that are here to ignite the fire so that we can have heaven on earth. This is his kingdom come. Through the pain and suffering, it'll give birth to the Mashiach. That's what this is all about. The birthing of a new kingdom. And it's going to be warfare. Because everybody doesn't know their place. And those who think they have authority, like that puppy, they came into. Nobody told the puppy that he had total authority. Just because he was loved by the Father didn't mean he had total authority
Right.
in the household. You see how it comes?
Yeah, I see it.
So he brings the kingdom this way because he loves. So he shows us, even through the dogs, what's really happening. Because when they make you doubt, then he says, no, here's some more faith for you, son. Here's some more love for you. All to understand But puppies come in all the time,
Mm-hmm.
thinking that they are because the Father loved them.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't mean that they were highest in the kingdom,
Right.
because He loves the whole kingdom. As He's teaching me now to love even the roaches that my son is wanting to, He keeps bringing up. And it's like, what are you trying to say to me now, Lord? Oh, can you love them too? I'm like,
Yeah.
But everything is a teaching from Him. Everything in existence was made for a purpose. And it's to expose the fire. Everything on this earth is to expose Him. Every experience you're having is to expose Him. Everything. And it's all about us learning to have faith in Him and walk in Him. So as you've learned to have faith in me, it was learning to have faith in Him too, because I'm the king in the house, and I'm the one that gets it from Him. That is supposed to be the fire to give the bread out. But now dogs are coming. Little kings are coming, eating from the bottom, jumping up and eating my buttered toast, says the Father. But they don't know quite their place. So the Father has to grab it out of the mouth at first and go, no, 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 that's not for you. You can't just jump up. Like, if you want to be part of the kingdom, you can be part of the kingdom, but you have to take your rightful place until you know, right? That there's an authority in here. And the queen has the authority over the whole house, basically. To have it to where the Father can be at shalom. Because when He's one with the Father, they are one. I see now so much of the Jewish culture. Now I'm starting to see the Jewish culture even better. That's why it was okay that the woman worked, so that He could stand Torah. Wow, and God naturally made these things happen for us. I think because the Levites, anyway, the Cohen are extra cursed. Because we were meant to be so holy. See, the more you love something and it turns on you, what happens? What happens? If a woman, I can't even imagine it, honey. But if he ever turned on me, if he were with another man, what would that do to me? What would that do to me? Wow. And the thought of, that's who we are in His eyes. That's who we are in His eyes. An adulterous woman is Hosea and Gomer. Hosea is, all we have to do is be able to see the big picture of who He is, because Yah was making a plan all along to make a kingdom throughout this whole earth, through powers and principalities. And He's making the whole story be told on this earth right now, of powers and principalities and kingdoms that were all built from the bottom up, from the evil up. He made us, he knew we were going to fall. He created the end from the beginning. It was all part of His plan, so that we could be shattered. And feel the pain of separation. And feel the pain of separation and not have them anymore. Not have Him anymore. The shame. Oh, for shame. This is Adam and Eve. It's the pain of separation. HaMashiach. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Hallelujah. Even if the house isn't ready, even if the bride wasn't on the same time schedule, He's come. Shalom has come. Shalom. 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 Come, Shalom. Where is he? He doesn't know his name yet. But he's learning, isn't he? Like little puppy dogs. The story goes, as the doggies are now eating from the upper table. And the father's okay with it, even though he was found as a stray, as a dirty, cold dog on the side of the street out of nowhere. Those who have ears to hear, hear as a stray dog coming to the table and now eating from the king's table. But he's so cute. Right? He's so cute that the father saw love in his eyes. That the father took him in. The king took him in. Oh, Abba, I hear what you're saying. And that's why he says, go to the highways and the byways and gather my children that are willing to come home. For all of creation has a place of love. For you will know them by their peace. So they will come together out of love. The dog first loved because I loved. I loved. And I came up to it, and that's why it was afraid. Because it had been damaged by the world. It had been cast away as a fallen angel. See, everything becomes an angel of God. Everything becomes an angle of God. Thank you, Stone, for that one. For everything becomes a part of Him. Everything. Even this fly that was bothering you is now bothering me. So what are you saying, Father? What are you saying? Now you're on my nose. Okay. Sorry. Oh.
You can shoo it away without killing it.
I see. You're a good God. For all of creation. For those who have eyes to see, will see. Hallelujah. Mashiach. Those who have ears to hear will hear what the Spirit says. And some will call it Beelzebub. And others will call it Yah. Hallelujah. And those who have ears to hear, tell me. Speak. Speak. Oh my God. I'm sorry. What the Spirit says. Did you see all that? Did you witness all that? Mashiach. For it's all in Him. You will know them by their love. For my kingdom and my light. Listen. To what the heavens see. No. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? And sees. Oh, Abba, thank you. Thank you. Forgive me. I need to learn all things are from you. Forgive me, my wife. Who knows? Who knows? Is he still there? Is he still there?
I don't think so.
Is that him right there? Wow. You're back. Here. Listen. See. Hear. Oh my God. Hear. Know. Know. He's still there. Ugh. And see that it's all me. Here. Oh my God. Samahori kimanayam siriti mushihoni. Yeravasamure tarayamata shachanim. Amashiach haratu achain. Epishimatore yachanamatukunim. Eviti berasho achari yapato mashiach haratimato vashima harapasustio matova yaharavati tukuma yahabti. Saya harem betova yachanim shochanim matova namakuni mashiatova namashiach mukidi matoya namakova kavadi. Evara baso batama watayachana matova kavatashiti ekarama yakara. Eveti baso batara yapata baso batori yaharapatu pakimana mashochani. Evara patapatu mayara matoshachanim mitora pavaho patamatishi hopatamari. Evisi vatari yaharapatu bayasana yara tohari. Eveti bishipitoro harapato malaharati bishti. Era harapato vasha harapato mayahani bishipiti. Eveti bishipatora yaharapato vashi harakati. Ayapato fishibato mayahanamato shomoharakani. Eveti manamba shoharamato yahuraki manayahanami. Eveti rayaharabato shoharabakamari. Eveti baraba shohoropatora yaharabahim. Ebisipatora yaharapa sopatorahim. Ebisipatora yaharapa mayahanim. Ebipato bahabarapa to mayamanim. Ebisipatova yashanapatora yahanim. Ebitibi yasora yaharapa to fasim. Ebitibirapata yaharapatara yahomi. Ebitiba sopatora yapata shahari. Ebitibi shuporopa yaharapata shahim. Ebitiro harapato vashipatora yaharim. Ibitoma Yahanima Komayasani. Ibitira Yahanama Toramaya Haim. Ibishimatore Yaharabatovasai. Iborahaya Tomaya Haim. Iriahare Amato Yahanim Shi. Irahari Tomaya Hanim Shi. I am Anoma Yakana Maturim Matashahi. Iraya Horia Matoya Hanam. Ibaya Horia Matoa Haim. Betafashima Tora Yahara. Shipitora Yaharama Tofashaharim. Ipishipatare Yaharama Tosaim. Shipiteri Yaharama Tomahakaim. Ibitima Saharim Tofashohanim. Ibitoro Homayahana Matohanim. Shipitoro Aharaba Tomakahaim. Shipitiri Yamanoya Patoro Mataim. Ibiyahara Matayahana Masahim. Ibitomaya Matofashimetoro Ayahim. Apayahara Matohu Makaramatim. Ipiyahara Matayashamatohaim. Shipitime Shipetoro Ahoramatim. Oh, yeah, but Asham Kuramakim, Neshoatana Shani. Hallelujah. Iporomaya Matoya. Yahaim Tum Shaim. Yaham Boro Pataya Haim Ki. Iporaya Ramatushima Goyam. Iporomaya Haram to Fustin Kuri. Am Yahorea Naim Ki. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Shalom. Shalom. Peace is going to be coming into your homes. The plagues are going to be happening all over the world. The flesh will still be going through all of them. It's radiation. It's his light exposing all that is evil in all of us. It comes within the body. I started eating wheat again, and I got this. As a plague to me. Because you had the same thing happen after eating wheat. And I was doing Babylonian things that he told me not to do. Because I wanted to see if my blood work would come back positive to wheat again. But all was to bring judgment to where it belonged. I see now. Anyway, this is a very strange experience of me letting go into him and through the tongues and everything. I'm talking to different angels and literally having a whole host together in my head. And they all get to use me, and what the world is going to say is that this is evil because you saw the flies. They're all saying something.